Hey gang, it's Steph, and today we're talking Pantheon, but more specifically we're going to go into the content creators of Pantheon because after all, community, that's what Pantheon is all about. So today, guys, I just want to give a heartfelt shout out to all the content creators that are currently out there. We all share the same passion and love for Pantheon, and I believe it's, just like the video I just put out about why we quit modern MMOs. It's because we've all been burned, right? And we're looking for that itch and feel, and I think it's just so great how all of these people are coming together and we're almost like one voice. I mean, you can't find someone putting out Pantheon that doesn't preach the same message. You know what I'm saying? The fact that we're all kind of coming together as separate content creators, but we're all kind of preaching the same message says a lot. I mean, we have a long wait for Pantheon. We don't know the release date. It could be later 2019, it could be 2020, it could be the beginning of 2021, right? We don't know. Before I start shouting people out, that is very awesome how we're able to keep this community thriving and keep them informed and keep them updated and keep them entertained and keep their minds refreshed about Pantheon because it is coming. And it's just a huge thank you to all the content creators out there. So in no particular order, I'm going to start this off, and I'm going to start with BazgrimTv, the first fan to ever play Pantheon, and he was the first Pantheon related video that I personally watched. And he does a really good job at putting the word out there about Pantheon. I mean, he's recently came out with the Baz Flash. He came out with lore in under 5 minutes. He gets exclusive interviews with the devs. BazgrimTv is one of the best sources you can. I mean, it's as good as it gets as far as getting Pantheon content. His links will be in the description below. So huge shout out to Bazgrim. Check him out on Twitter. Check out his channel if you haven't already. Next shout out is the master of puppets, NathanNapalm, my man. This guy is a video machine. And if there's a topic you're curious about regarding Pantheon Rise of the Fallen, this is your guy. I mean, he has topics on anything between boss fights, class guides. I mean, you name it. If you're curious, go to NathanNapalm's channel. He's got just about every subject of Pantheon, and it's awesome. And he keeps putting them out. Now, his channel is revolved around old school MMOs, just like our channel. I mean, he's doing Dark Ages of Camelot and Final Fantasy. He's got some EQ stuff, but mainly it consists of Pantheon content, and it is just awesome. And I really appreciate his opinions. For example, his class guides. The game's not out yet, right? So you can go to pantheonmmo.com and read the descriptions of each class, but when he puts it into video format and he breaks it down and he gives his interpretation of what ability may do what and what ability may function with what, it's really cool. It's really neat to hear his opinion and the way he thinks it will be because of his old school MMO experience. Shout out to Nathan, and we want to see more puppets, bro. Each day that passes brings us closer to the launch of Pantheon Rise of the Fallen. Yeah, Nathan does it better.
And now it's time to give a shout out to the beast, Chris Kane.
That's as deep as I can get, and I had to have a little help. Every time Chris Kane comes out with a video, or we get the update on Twitter that he's working on a new video, Punk and I get absolutely pumped. I mean, he is doing such an amazing job on the lore, and he just finished off the whole run of all the races in Pantheon, and oh my god, it is awesome.
Their role on the stage of Terminus has the most uncertainty, for their battles rage as much within Scargoal as outside of it.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't know who Chris Kane is, you definitely need to follow. If you're into the lore, if you're into story, check him out. Each video that comes out gets better and better and better. For my next shout out is going to be to someone that's primarily a streamer, but he has made a couple of Pantheon videos. He's pledged and he's made his contributions to the game. Alexensual. Now Alexensual, he's known for being a WoW player, and he streams a lot. He's actually been streaming Project 99 as of recently. I don't know if he's still currently doing that. And you know, I give credit where credit is due, and he has a big following, and he's on the bandwagon for Pantheon. And he does do news related topics on Pantheon when there's news to be shown. So shout out to Alexensual. He is supporting Pantheon, so he has my support. So those are my YouTubers that I'm going to mention. I'm sure I missed some people, and I'm very sorry, but I mean, we can pick it up in the future. There's a way for you to check out all the content creators in one little hub, and we'll go over that at the end of the video. But I want to give an honorable mention to Joe Leonard. To my knowledge, he's recently hopped onto the Pantheon bandwagon, and he's pumped for Pantheon, and he's been streaming Project 99, and it's been a lot of fun watching that. Some controversy going on with him and Asmongold. That's also entertaining to see him defend Pantheon so hardcore. So anyway, just wanted to give a quick shout out to him. So let's get into some podcasts/vodcasts, I'll call it. So the first podcast I want to mention happens on Twitch, and as soon as they came back this year, every Friday at 4 o'clock Central Time is when they start. The Voice of Terminus. And it's an amazing, awesome show because you're a part of this conversation of speculations and their opinions, and they go over things from the lore to the crafting to theory crafting to the classes to everything you can think of, and they have guests on from streamers to content creators to, you know, they've had some of the devs on, and it's really, really cool to see their speculations and their guesses and what's to come in Pantheon. And it's really neat how they fantasize and break down what they would like to see in the game, and they talk about their past experience in MMOs. So it's really cool and interesting to me to watch, and I love it. I love it. Voice of Terminus on YouTube and twitch.tv. I'll have it in the description below. Guys, if you are into podcasts, check out Standing in Fire. They also do their show on Twitch, and they are hilarious. They're just real down to earth, real chill. They've been referred to as kind of like a morning show type vibe, which is awesome. I mean, they really are entertaining as I mean, I don't know how else to say it. They're awesome, and they're obviously excited for Pantheon, and they explain that in their content, and they talk about their past experiences in WoW, and they do a good job at comparisons from WoW and Pantheon and how things are going to be different, and mainly how things are going to be better in Pantheon. So if you're into podcasts, they're on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. I've checked them both. I was able to listen to them on both platforms, and Twitch as well.
So
oh no, we did.
We lost one viewer for holding on to our
I don't
butts.
care.
Also, I want to give a shout out to PantheonRadio.com. They were one of the first folks to reach out to Battle Axe, and they put us on their website, and we were scheduled on their regular programming, and it's really awesome. I use it all the time, actually, when I'm playing these old school emulators like Final Fantasy 11 and Reborn or Project 99. And I put them in the background, and I listen to all the listings that they have, and it's really cool because it's like a shuffle of Pantheon content. I mean, what's not to love, right? But those guys are super cool. They reached out to us and they've been kind to us ever since. So check them out at pantheonradio.com. And then we have our good friends at Pantheon Plus. So Minus and Haya have been working really hard on Pantheon.plus. Pantheon Plus is basically a community hub where you can go to Pantheon.plus and submit your articles, your videos, any content that you may produce. So I really highly recommend it. It is your go-to source for any content that's coming out on Pantheon. You can go to the website, you can sign up, and you can be a part of the conversation. Become a contributor. You can become a part of this community and help us spread the word and help us get the name of Pantheon Rise of the Fallen out there. Minus and Haya have been doing video content as well, and that's not their main focus. Their main focus is to help other Pantheon content providers to get their name out there, right? And that is a very awesome tool. And what's cool about it is you can become a part of that as well. So I can't thank everyone that I mentioned in this video enough. I mean, from Pantheon.plus, bringing us all together in this one central hub, to Bazgrim, to NathanNapalm, to Chris Kane, to Standing in Fire, to Voices of Terminus, to Joe Leonard, to, all these people. I mean, it's great. It's awesome. It's awesome that Pantheon's name is getting out there. Each one of us can bring in a new interest to the game, right? So it's just an amazing thing that we're all a part of community because community matters, and we're all a part of the same team. And let's not forget about Pantheon's official YouTube. I mean, that's where you get to see actual game footage of each class and you get a breakdown from the devs themselves. So I don't want to finish this video without mentioning the official Pantheon YouTube. I mean, if you're not following it yet, if you're into the game, you need to follow it. I mean, hands down, no questions. So that's all I have today, guys. I just wanted to make a quick video giving a quick shout out to all these people that are doing such an amazing job on Pantheon Rise of the Fallen. Be sure to check us out on Twitter. Stay tuned for Bat Live coming real soon, and we'll see you guys next week.